Hi, my name is Monique. This is Bookwitch Reviews. Welcome to the Cauldron, or the Snug, which is what my girlfriend calls this room, which is full of my books. But this is where we're going to do this. I am standing. This is how it's going to work. I'm really excited. This is my first booktube video. I recently refound all my love for Bookstagram and YouTube, and via that found booktube, and I'm really excited about doing this thing and creating content and speaking to you guys and getting excited about books together, which is one of the reasons why I really love the Bookstagram community and just books. My video today is, as you can tell from the title, my 10 most anticipated releases 2020, which is this year. That feels weird to say. I am having a stress. Was that really awkward? I feel like that was one of those awkward moments that people do when they're like, yes. Okay, I'm going to continue. This is going to be great. I'm having a lovely time already. Only a little bit weird. My first book on this list is Heretonight by Tamsyn, Muir. It's coming out on the 2nd of June. It's the sequel to Gideon the Ninth, which is lesbian necromancers in space. And I don't think you need to know much more than that. It's gritty, it's funny, the world building is very intense. They have some Roman sounding names, and for a second you're like, is this worth it? And then it's like, yes it is. Everything is worth it, and you want the second book because the covers are stunning and everything is great. And Gideon is right there. There she is. I love you. You're beautiful. I can't point. I can't do anything. Videos are new to me. Bear with me while I'm running on with this. Next up is Rufus Guards by Emily A. Duncan. It's coming out on the 7th of April. It's the sequel to Wicked Saints, which is it's dark fantasy, murderous gods, blood magic, lots of angsty things going on. There's a monster, and I loved it intensely. Another one, really weird fucking names. What is up with them? I don't know. I'll take it. They're Russian inspired, I think. I'm really excited about it. The next one is for an author that I have a whole list of books up here that you can't see. They're going to come up. It is The Queen's Bargain by Anne Bishop. It's coming out on the 10th of March. This is the list, by the way. I'm not just randomly staring at my feet, I swear. It's The Queen's Bargain by Anne Bishop, coming out on the 10th of March. It's another companion novel to the Black Jewel trilogy, which is not a trilogy. There's 7 books in that series, and it is amazing. It is the series that I always want to recommend if people are really into Akava by Sarah J. Maas, because that's the book that it reminded me most of. And I'm just it's so good. There's some trigger warnings, and I would read up on it, but it's the magic system is superb. It's high fantasy at its very best. And I'm I love it so much. So next up is actually a recommendation that I got from Berry Book Pages, who is a bookstagrammer who is now a booktuber. And she's talked a lot about this book. It's called Ashlords by what's his name? Reintgen? It's phoenix horses and something about a race, and I'm mythical animals, and I'm there. Dragons, me. Phoenixes, I want it. Mermaids, sign me up. Sirens, even more, because murder. I am weird. You'll get used to this. Yeah. Okay, so next up is Aurora Burning by Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. It is the sequel to Aurora Rising, which is a sci-fi ragtag team of misfits. Intense twists and turns, some romance, a hot space elf. And I'm if you haven't heard of it or read it yet, I highly recommend it, especially if you're into YA. And it's just, I really loved it. It's intense, and it has some tropes, and I wish there were parts of it that weren't there. But most of it, I'm just I was sold. I read it so fast. I'm going to say a lot, and I apologize right now. 6 is The Girl and the Stars by Mark Lawrence. Mark Lawrence is one of the authors that I found out about this year for the first time, and I read his Book of Ancestors series in a hot minute. This is a companion novel to that series. I don't think you have to read the same, but it might make a little bit more sense. And it's all gritty, sharp, dark fantasy. Just that series is so good. Nona Gray is a happy little murderous baby to me, and I cannot wait to read this next book. And people have arcs of it, and I'm literally give me one and I will give you my firstborn child or my liver. My 7th up on this list is Star Daughter by Shveta Thakrav, maybe. I don't think that's correct because I do believe she is of Hindi descent, which this book is also part of. So I believe it is a star and a mortal has a daughter who's like the main character of this book. And then there's court intrigue and she has to save her father. And it just like, even just if I can figure out how to put the book like here, I will have tried already. It will be here. The cover is stunning, and one of my favorite authors literally just spoke about it, and I'm just like, I'm stoked about this book. And it is coming out on the 11th of August, so I only have to wait like 8 months more. That's fair. Bad thing about finally joining these things is that I all of a sudden know about all these things coming so far in advance, and before I've literally been a person reading all of my life, and I've just waited until it's in the bookstore. Okay, dokie then. Okay, number 8. We're almost there. You guys are sticking with me. I'm really proud of all of you. Is Empire of Gold by S.A. Chrakbraborty, who has written, I think it's the Davyabad series. Is it the Davyabad? It's on here somewhere. Ooh, it is book 1 of the Davyabad trilogy. I have the second book in hardback because I'm a weirdo. And I really wanted it in a paperback, and it's called Kingdom of Copper, and I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to read this book, because literally this is like high fantasy adult, like kicked up into high gear, Arabic, jinns, magic, everything is amazing, and everything is so well written, and the characters are like, I just want to protect my dearest little babies, and I talk a lot with my hands, and I don't know how to stop doing this. Just sound like this. Do I look cool now? This is who I am. Number 9. I'm going to take some coffee, let you all breathe. Next up is Lady Hotspur by Tessa Gratton. It's coming out on the 7th of January. I've already pre-ordered it. It is Lady Knights, okay? Shakespeare, Lady Knights, some lesbians. Putting it out there. Tessa Gratton, when I first read her, and I read Queens of Venice Lear, it's a fucking weird book, but amazing. I finished it, wasn't sure I liked it, months later. It's like more than a year since I've read it, and I'm like, I just want to read it again because it was so good and so weird in a way. It was just completely its own and written in a fantasy way that I haven't heard of before. And this book is like, I don't think it's a sequel at all. They're both standalones, but it's like an add-on. More companion novels. I love the word companion novel. It's one of my favorites. And I'm literally like, I'm stoked. Anything gay-ish, I want to read it. Which leads us to number 10 in this list, which is Sponsored Brass by Emily Skutskie, which is Gay Baby Boys in Space. Do you need anything else? No, you don't. I believe there's some rebellion, there's some royalty, there's some unsureness of whether one of them will be a good king, I think. I'm stoked for getting all of them. I don't know why I'm saying stoked or excited or why I'm dancing or what I'm really doing here, but I'm really excited about it. So that's it. That's 10 of the books that I'm really excited about coming out this year. They're all fantasy. They're all a little bit gay. That's basically me. There's also obviously all the obvious ones like Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and like there's so many good books coming out, and I'm so excited, and I'm so excited about sharing this journey with you guys, and I'm really excited about just getting out there, having a really nice time, doing some creative stuff, and like hopefully you guys will want to join me in this process. If you do, please hit the subscribe button down below. They'll also put links to my Goodreads, my Bookstagram, and my blog if you want to follow me on any of those. I'm really excited about this, guys. Let me know if there are any of these books that you're really excited about, if I gave you a recommendation, or if you have any like really exciting books that you're really excited about. Put it down in the comments. I can't wait to meet all of you guys. Bye. Am I videoing now? Is this it?